Hello, hello. We are back with some more Final Fantasy 16. Currently, I'm back waiting for compiling shaders. 'Cause I didn't expect this when I booted up the game today. So, what I will do in the meantime is I will grab something we can listen to in the meantime. Okay, let's listen to some Potion Omnics. It's always a good one. I don't know how loud this is going to be. Very loud. El Clasico. There we go. Just while we wait. And if you watch my videos, you know what track this is. Well, you don't know what track this is. You know I use this track. It's my favorite track. I like it. Yeesh. We are here as we wait for my shaders to compile. If you'd like, I could show you so we can watch the percentage go up together. Kind of cringe. How's your day been? Wonderful. Mine's been alright, thanks for asking. That one guy's like, oh my god, yes! God love. Tweet something. You can get like a bot all on you. It's great. I really should use my Twitter a bit more. But 9%, ooh. Ooh. Yeesh, moving. Yeah, if you've not watched the last stream, you should go do that. Because lot relevance and stuff like that. You know? Come on, Final Fantasy. I suppose I'll swap my screen over so we can watch the percentages go up together. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be a real fun time, gamer? Yeah, now you can watch the percentage go up with me. Aren't you so intrigued? I know I am. Fucking hell. What could I talk about in these percentage trying times? So, Genshin's fucking dead, am I right, guys? Tell you what, I find really funny about Genshin. I've finally uninstalled it now, by the way. So I'll take my 100 gigabytes back. I didn't know that game was 100 gigabytes, but fuck me. Yeah, what I find really funny, right? If you keep up with Genshin at all, they had a big uproar about how the characters of Natlan. I'm not even going to attempt to say what Natlan's based off of, but it's a place of people with more darker skin. So you'd expect the characters to have more darker skin. You would be wrong. So, people were kicking off about that and stuff like that, which is very valid, especially since the characters are like I think one of the characters is actually based off of like a mythological person of that area. At least that's what I heard. Don't really know. I'm just talking out my ass if you can't tell. But there was one of the new characters that's coming. I think it's like Xiao Nen or some. I don't know how you say it. But people were saying like, man, she's a bit of the lighter complexion. And I could see it. She was quite pale for being from the country, which is yeah. Anyway, they then dropped like her gameplay and stuff, and I swear they made her whiter. Like she is now pasty white. She gives my complexion a run for its money. What song is this? I don't remember hearing this one. Romance and Rafter. I see. That would be why I've not romanced anyone. And if I'm romancing anyone, it's Roxanne. As you would know. Apparently Roxanne's just a trigger name for me. Christ. What else can we talk about? Episode Revenant for my Destiny enjoyers. Hello. Act 1 came out, and then it was done in about an hour, which was kind of funky. I get Act 1 was more of like the field works and stuff like that, because they'll take a little bit, but it's like, they tricked us with like, oh guys, don't worry, we've made all of Act 1 available so you could finish it at your own pace. At the same time, hey guys, Act 1 is technically like 3 missions, have fun. I'd have got to see if that was in the...
If you paid for the fucking game!
What?
Hey,
Hello. Oh man, I love that. I was just talking about Act 1 of Revenant just there, fun enough, when you put in Beamy.
Indeed. I have played the intro mission and haven't done the dialogue past that yet.
Fair enough.
So... it looks like Fikru got the power to fick.
Yeah, Fikru got the power to suck.
And blow. So what were you talking about, sorry?
Basically, like, I don't know if you know, but they allowed all the missions of Act 1 can be done the day it dropped, so you can play it at your own pace instead of being weekly locked. You're now
Yeah, I think
locked.
you told me about that a while ago. So instead of being like Act 1, then week 1 content, week 2 content, week 3 content, it's Act 1, all the content of Act 1.
Yeah. Which is nice until you like break it down a bit, because technically there was 3 missions in Act 1. The main one, the first one that you do, they then basically want you to do Onslaught, and talk to Idol, and then you do the 3rd mission, and Act 1's over.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff on Reddit about it. The main thing about Reddit was both saying people are complaining about content in the acts being strung across 3 weeks because it's just making it longer for the sake of it, and people complain about putting it all of one act into 1 week, and so they complete it in like 2 hours and it's done. But I think the bigger problem is just that this shows that the acts themselves don't have a lot of content to them.
I mean, you say that. I say there's 3 missions, and technically, looking at it, yes, there is 3 missions. But then you look at what they want you to do. Basically, when you talk to Idol, she gives you fieldwork quests. You've got minor fieldwork and you've got major fieldwork, and I think there's one when you do all the fieldworks. And all the minor ones are basically go to this place on this planet, pick up an item, and then fill Y requirement. Which, admittedly, is it gives you the tonics that you can use, which is like part of the episode and whatnot. Like they give you buffs and shit like that.
It does sound like a bit like busy work.
Yeah, it's a bit of busy work, but I mean, I'd rather do a bit of busy work and then play Onslaught, do a bit of busy work, instead of, alright, okay, what am I doing? Catch Crash. Okay, what am I doing? Catch Crash. What am I doing? Catch Crash. Catch Crash,
Okay.
Catch Crash.
Okay, but how do you feel about getting all your story content now and then waiting however long for Act 2 to come out to get anything new?
I don't mind it. Don't know why. See, if I don't want to play Destiny, I don't play Destiny.
See, I did that and you complain.
No. You missed a vital piece of a reason to play Destiny.
Right, because at that point I didn't care, and at this point I don't care that I didn't care.
Fair enough. Well, I don't care. If I want to play Destiny, I play Destiny. I make a video on Destiny. Done.
Busted.
Indeed. Unlike these shaders that I'm still fucking compiling. Holy shit, bro.
How many shaders do they have to compile?
A lot. The game's like 110 gigabytes. So
And I would complain about the lack of optimization if I didn't know how big Final Fantasy games can be, in which case I would just say that could be caused due to a lack of optimization.
the game runs quite well, surprisingly. Like, that's while I'm streaming.
Fair, but just because it runs well doesn't mean that it isn't optimized. I mean,
As someone
doesn't
who
make sense.
plays Helldivers and Space Marine 2,
I
it's
mean
an
more in terms-
optimized game.
I mean in terms of like files couldn't be as small as they could be.
No. But, like, obviously, you know, and anyone that's watching will now know that I'm doing, like, a uni course on, like, game or animation. Like, making, like, I've finished, like, my first proper model today. It was a shitty TV that I think looks quite cool. But, like,
That sound like you're proud of it, given how you said you were shitty.
yeah. But, like, looking at that, like understanding like what it comprises of, I can see why some games are as hefty as they are, since you've got that multiplied by like 100,000.
True, but it's also the case of game developers being able to choose how much of that they need and how much that's like really necessary.
I mean, you
Because
say
sure,
that.
that times 100,000 is big, but how much of the 100 million is necessary?
You'd also probably find it's a mixture between like really large texture maps and voiceover work that takes up a lot of the space.
That's one thing I don't know how much like voice acting and audio takes up in terms of memory space.
Well, audio itself can be quite excessive.
Also, nothing seems to be working.
What do you mean?
So my Xbox map app isn't loading, and Steam Store and Library isn't loading.
Nice.
So I feel like something's causing my PC to ground to a halt.
Fair. I'm currently waiting for my Final Fantasy to click into the game. There we go. Now we're finally here. After 12 minutes. Oh, tell you what, my Sparking Zero stream on Tuesday started out as an absolute shit show.
That's a thing. We haven't talked about that. How are you finding Sparking Zero? Because I have not seen anything except for 2 pieces of combat dialogue.
I love it, but I am so dog shit at it, man. It's unbelievable. Like, it feels amazing to play, but it's like, it's so in depth, and like, the developers want you to have lightning reflexes. To basically get out of a combo, you need to press the guard button as the attack hits you.
That does sound rather difficult.
Yeah, I think you've got like a 4-frame window, potentially.
Not that big of a window then.
I tell you what, it's probably like 10 frames, but you know, in a game that runs at 60 FPS, that's pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, pretty fast. Also, it looks fucking glorious, man.
I have seen that. It does look pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Basically, all I did last stream was like a whole bunch of what ifs in the episodes.
What ifs?
Yeah, so it's a thing in the Budokai Tenkaichi series, which is what Sparking Zero is. You've got the main story of Dragon Ball. What they do is like a what if situation. For example, what if Goku doesn't go with Piccolo and he defeats Raditz himself, or what if he goes with Piccolo but Goku defeats Raditz so Piccolo can just shoot him without killing Goku? So Goku's there when Nappa and Vegeta arrive instead of showing up after they've killed everyone.
I'm guessing the what ifs start with Raditz.
Well, they start off at certain points in the story. There was one.
I get that. I'm guessing in terms of, like chronologically. So it starts at the start of Dragon Ball Z, and then go through the what ifs of that, and then
No, the
you know what
what
I
if
mean?
is basically a segment. For example, like one of the what ifs I did was uh, if instead of going to planet Namek, Frieza came to Earth with the Dragon
Fair,
Balls.
fair enough, but no, sorry. What I'm asking is like, it's not gonna go like Raditz and then to Boo, then
No,
to Frieza. It's like
it's
chronologically.
chronological, but it's also only like anything that's related to Saiyan Saga what ifs ends at Saiyan Saga.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's not like you're fucking you've created a time paradox. It's just a little gap on a what if, and they're quite expansive. Like it took me 3 hours. I was doing a little bit of the world tournament as well before, so like I think I streamed for like 3.5 hours, but three
Fair enough.
hours of what ifs, and like the culmination was fucking Super Saiyan Vegeta versus Super Saiyan Goku on Namek. Fun fact: Super Saiyan Vegeta killed Frieza. And like there is no mention of it other than an in-fight dialogue where Vegeta just says, "I killed Frieza, and now I want a rematch."
To be fair, Super Saiyan Goku killed Frieza, so I'm picturing Super Saiyan Vegeta would also have a good time of it.
I think Vegeta probably would have caught him off guard as well.
Not to mention, Vegeta wouldn't play with his food as much. In
Well,
terms of, like, he would just fucking want to kill
early
Frieza.
days Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
Yeah.
In Super, he's a fucking idiot.
I haven't actually seen too much of Super. All I know is that people don't really like Super that much.
Yeah, Super's popular. I think it was the animation at the time that fucked it. But fun fact, when they released the Blu-ray of Super not too long ago, I don't think they actually went back and fixed all those broken frames.
Really?
Yeah, it might not be perfect, but like all like the major broken frames, they went back and fixed.
The fact they still did that is pretty cool.
Yeah, to be fair, it was quite embarrassing. Can we hurry up and load video game?
I heard you talk about Sparking Zero and got jealous. Well,
Did
I've
you?
been distracted looking at what's happening on my Xbox. You're still not load. Why does that look like a fucking fallen ship?
It's ruins.
Yeah, but like the little orb
No,
on the
I
ship,
see
it
it. I
looks
see
like
it. I see it. Um, video game.
is video game dead?
The I'm loading light on my PC's flashing, so it's doing something.
But is it doing something efficiently?
Loading up. To be fair, this is the hub area. It's loading, so
Lots of NPCs, lots of things.
lot of NPCs, lot of shit like that. And this was like the area that I'm loading into now was basically accompanied by like a hefty cutscene. So
Fair
I don't
enough.
know. We'll find out. I hope it's still loading. Obviously, I hope it hurries up. That'd be
Fingers
nice.
crossed.
I'd like to play the video game.
Hmm.
So, guys, welcome to part 5 of the playthrough. It's just a loading screen this episode. Thanks for coming down. it's
Yeah,
just our it's just our podcast.
this loading screen helps emphasize the time gap we had, where it jumped forward like how many years?
5.
Yes, this loading screen is a metaphor for those 5 years.
It's not a metaphor. We will be sitting here for 5 years. I will be
Perfect.
27 by the time this is finished.
I will not be 27 by the time this finishes.
Yeah, you'll be.
Please don't tell me. I don't want to think what life's going to be like in my 30s.
I'm trying to remember if you're 24 or 25. What is this?
What?
26? Can't
I'm
remember.
27.
27? Fuck, what? Way you're old.
Cheers. I mean, thanks for thinking I'm 24, 26. Well, Jesus Christ, man.
It's
God damn.
okay, don't worry about it.
I feel like I should worry about it.
You know what I'm worrying about? How fucking long this loading screen's taking, man.
Yeah, you'll be 27 by the time it's over.
Yeah, you're right. We'll be fucking finished with uni by the time it's over.
I mean, I know we've got the stream up and Discord to chat. But
There we go.
Okay, then.
Christ. Is motion blur on? Who the fuck turned that on?
The game did during the loading screen. It did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It did everything but load the fucking game.
It does a bit of trolling sometimes.
A little bit of light trolling, you know? Can't turn motion blur off with flame generation. Really? Okay. Alright, we'll suffer with motion blur then.
Suffer.
Suffer, as I have. You don't play Overwatch.
Blood on it.
That
No,
one
but
has
I
blood
can-
on it.
Once the hall swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for
Blood?
me.
Blood?
Blood of the dark soul.
All of memories. The oath. I see. Ah. Shit, we're actually getting to the video game. Now that I've got a
Oh,
wall
shit.
of memories.
Oh shit, you're playing a game?
Game? Game.
Gay.
Goblin coin. What specifically makes it goblin coin is it a currency only used by goblins?
Goblin these nuts.
Ow, not too hard.
Wait, no, you're not scubbled hard?
Are you a hard nut gobbler or a soft nut gobbler?
Do you softly suckle or do you pop?
Oh, Jesus!
War is brewing.
I don't like that mental image of popping. Anyway, are you right, Otto?
You'll be like a water
There
balloon.
you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his.
Okay, I think that's Xbox finally working now. Oh, it's got an
Don't
inscription.
Google
Oh,
Mr. Fulton
nice.
sent
I
against
haven't
me.
played that game. It's pretty good.
Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Now we will both look at the map room.
Yes, there's a
Can't
map
work
here.
that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Who is she? Also, hello, Nectar Kupal. I'm not reading that. Fuck off, Kupal.
You
Hi.
need to read it. Oople.
Hello, Vivian. Who the fuck are you?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
We do a time skip, and then we do a recap immediately
Although
after.
Sunbreck's dominion over
Yeah, we have to
North
let you know why the
has
time skip
endured,
happened.
recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. a nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Alright, let's go talk to the old man and say his dick was adequate.
Man, old man, your dick game kinda average.
Your dick game kinda adequate. Hello, Jill.
Everyone seems so happy to see us.
Jill sandwich?
It's good to be home.
You can shut the fuck up, Lucas.
But why?
I'll fucking turn you into a Lucas sandwich in a second.
But damn, who's in front of me and who's behind me?
Me. Squared.
You're square?
Yes. Obviously, that's what I said.
Horseman Harpocrates.
Still alive 5 years later?
That is a name I have not
Yeah, he won't
heard
just
for
die
a
in the
long
time skip.
time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
She said it was adequate.
Dick game.
Just like your dick. Job, old man.
Ready? Our resident
I will turn your
scholar
dick when I'm
devours
done with
books
it.
faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye.
You were twins?
Yet they laugh far
There
too
were two of
little
them.
for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it.
Damn, they got the Ubisoft treatment. Their parents are dead.
From some more than
I thought that was like the
the wounds that remain.
Disney parents
They
archetype.
are not quick to heal.
I think
Which is why
Ubisoft
we
did
must
it
give them all
first.
the time they need.
I think Disney's older than
We
Ubisoft.
must.
Yeah, but like Assassin's
Just as I
Creed
must give you
2
the time
was
you
probably
need to
better than like
invigorate.
90% of the Disney stuff, you know?
Good day.
I'm pretty sure that some people would beat you to death for saying that.
And I'd beat them to death for saying otherwise.
I should get some rest while I can.
I like the Assassin's Creed games when they were good, not when they're utter dog shit.
Damn, same.
Yeah.
I miss the days when Assassin's Creed was about
Not
being an
bad
assassin in the
blink, and
Creed.
you're already off solving everyone's problems.
And not just, you know,
It looks good, Clive.
open
Goes
world,
round with
you
the stone.
stab stuff with a blade
I'd
that is an
had that
insta
plan
kill.
for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Wait,
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
he had his
Then you
brand
get some
cut
rest.
off, and he's still growing facial hair under the damaged skin? Fucking
Not that much.
alright.
His facial hair's
Now
built
for
different,
worthy
apparently.
of a letter.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Read Gav's letter.
Oh.
You alright, Clive? Ooh, hello. We share a bedroom now, Joe? What's this? The reading table. Reports, letters, and other importance. Missives? I've never seen missives used before in my life. Addressed to Clive are delivered at the symbol reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make a point to check at the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway.
Indeed.
I can't remember Gav's voice. Republican army marches towards Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big's brewing, I reckon. So, well, it's not so. I'll see you when you're done. See you. I see you're done to wear upon my return. Gav.
Gavlan Wheel?
What does Gav have to
Gavlan
say?
deal.
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
Why did she why did her nose flare up when I said that?
Look how far we've come.
Ah.
All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Yeah, are we gonna get an answer on that there?
No.
No, just a flashback to a cutscene you've already
Joshua
seen.
is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Not invest in another chair.
No.
It's just come for a seat.
First come,
No
first.
world without Mother
See.
Chair.
Crystals. To sit.
Joe, you're supposed to say the toast in return as well, you know? Fuck's sakes, Joe.
Fucking Jill.
There's this motherfucker keep coming back.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Sorry, what, Joshua? I can't hear you. You're too far away. Speak up.
Oh no, he's got his AirPods in.
I know, I've got my AirPods in.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
You're knocking, asshole?
We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Well. Fuck's sakes, Martha. Just
What would make Martha leave the rest?
fuck me out of celebrating.
Fuck yeah.
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
Alright. Let's go see El Otto. Also, if we were literally just about to chase him, we could have just have had this conversation right here. Also, fucking hell, Otto, you walk fast. Man, full-blown sprinted his way over here.
He just wants to go over there and get this over as fast as possible.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
You don't promise that, Clive. That is not something you can guarantee. New quests? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, it's down there, isn't it? Yes, elevator time. Oh boy, my favourite. Alright, what you want?
Finish with that log, said.
Mate, what do you mean welcome back? I ran past you from coming from the place. Hello. Person.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more.
Hey, do you want me just to shove you into this water?
A dozen runs left in him.
Yes.
Fine, I'll go get your fucking thing, you whiny
Also, Lewis,
bitch.
Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to track
Suitable
birds
alternative.
and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Alright. Slay the thorny thistles. Where are the thorny thistles? Is this it? Yeah. Alright, let's go get your thorny thistles. Your boat and whatnot. Look at that.
It's all fucking funny.
Your thorns are fucking thorny.
Oh, so fucking funny.
Oh, sakes, I'm gonna thorn.
Oh, I'm phoning so hard.
Okay. Fuck, that loading screen didn't take years. Did you survive that, Clive? Yes. Surprisingly. How about G-Beasts?
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Okay, I've played Sparking Zero. I know how fighting works. Yeah, much faster paced than this.
Wait.
There's a few of them. Gun! You managing there, Joe?
Maybe vaguely.
It's okay. Joe's just doing Joe things. There we go. Got his wax.
Jill's doing the best she jills.
Time to head.
I really have to teleport there to just go see him. Then I'm about to teleport away just to go do the quest. Oh, it was fucking far quicker loading. What the fuck?
Did you find me some wax?
I got you some wax. Have you fucking wax?
Here's your X.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Nice. we have kept the boat going.
Yeah, it's boat time.
So what is that currency? I have no idea. This is attack power by 12, eh? What is that currency? I've never seen that before.
It's probably something important.
It's not there. Suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Right, let's go to Martha's race. Okay, Martha be resting.
You be sleepy.
I can only imagine how fast this game would load if I had a fucking SSD. Ooh.
Come on. We need to find the others.
Way a bit fast.
Fucking
Let's stop
Imperials.
staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Martha.
The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
I'm sorry.
Right, let's find these curse breakers. I have no idea what a curse breaker is.
Sid?
Poison it breaks a curse.
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
How lovely. Do you feel like being...
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a
It could be
message.
worse.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Yeah, I wonder who's a higher up in the Empire that could possibly authorize a culling of bearers. Perhaps your mother that we've heard nothing about in a long time, Clive? I think it might be your mother that we've not heard about anything about in a long time. You know, the mother that betrayed you and basically made you a branded? Yes, that mother. Don't want to fight you, killer bees.
Look. Up ahead. Martha. Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so.
The hell is it going?
Thank you, Clive.
We're listening to find out.
Yeah.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far.
It seems like the work of your mother to taunt a certain someone, Clive. I wonder who. I wonder who this person would be to taunt someone. Perhaps your mother? Sorry, Torgal. Didn't mean to give you sword slappies.
What sword slappies?
Everyone's favourite pastime. Sword slappies.
I thought everyone's favourite pastime was murder.
It depends who you ask. Fucking hell, Joey, you're like an athlete with sprinting. Your death blossom. Here, Reaper's ultimate. Oh, definitely a culling.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
I don't think so.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
Mate, I think we've done more than just colluding.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
It's a serious
Dwell
offence.
in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Yeah, you're right, it won't take long. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Oh yeah. And you get the limit meter back so fucking quick.
That's good though. I mean, you can just use your ultimate and just like wreck shit, right?
Kinda. Lightning. Even more lightning. Ooh, in the bottom. Penetrated that ace. I don't know why I said bomb. Weird.
I don't know either. Man, tell you really wanted that.
Quite a tasty bottom you've got there.
What a good ace.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Why do we need that awkward just staring at him for a second?
I don't fucking know.
Level 25. Reduces gouge cooldown by 2 seconds. Wow.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
He might be in his house. Oh fuck, I didn't actually think we'd be going to his house.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
Jesus, he does not look good.
Martha, we're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her.
Tell Matt to beg Sid's aid. And tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
What is that?
Clive,
Noises, apparently.
he's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick's jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
What would you call, like, a bridge Riddick's jump? Like, did a guy called Riddick go for a little swim off of it, or...?
He went for a jump.
He went for a jump. I like how we just have this a big emotional moment, and then we just return back to a nice, chipper, happy, wandering music. The music's good, but when it's out of place, it's really out of place.
You just want to have a nice little time, don't you?
Like, the music, I get the music choice of before the time skip. Like, because it was, slight spoilers if you've not seen the last stream, but Sid died.
Oh, not Sid.
Fuck is that? I have no idea what the fuck. Oh, it's a... Sure. The hunt target. Notorious marks, that's the one. Now and then, Clive may encounter creatures far larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating those notorious marks will earn him not only renown, but rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal?
Follow my murder.
Of course it has. There's a floating eyeball.
Clive, you're so funny. Oh, got a fucking laser eye beam.
Oh my god, Clive, you're so Clive.
That's so Clive.
Oh my god. It's like that's a Raven, but better.
What the fuck? What in the satanic circle is that? Yeah, fuck that tombstone. Me and my homies hate tombstones.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, ouchie. This is a tanky boy, though. There we go. Quick, just hit him with fucking everything we have.
Wreck him.
Fuck him up.
Wreck him now.
Wait, 4K. Huge damage, man. Really? Well, I mean, he's gonna scoot out the way of that. Jesus Christ. Does this feel like a fucking boss fight on its own?
This is a boss fight?
Yeah, you're right. Eel. I'm just gonna shimmy away from that. Right, cease this. Good lord. Raw. Come on, it's almost dead. Yes! Fuck you, Mike Wazowski looking motherfucker. I'll take that $5 grand.
You didn't see that coming.
Clive, you're so fucking funny with your eyeball pun.
Oh my god, Clive, you're clapping.
Oh my god, he didn't eyeball it coming. Fuck.
God, he missed it by a country mile.
He said the tides were rapid. This is the calmest river I've ever seen.
It's just being a river.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Just chuck them on a spike. Decapitate one of them. Have it as a warning, you know?
Of course. That's so psychotic.
Yeah. I mean, they came and just fucking killed a bunch of bearers.
Did they seek less?
No.
Ah.
He died.
No one survived then.
Fucking got killed.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this.
Oi, mention of the mother.
I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones.
Big swords or big men?
Those Imperials think they can come in here
Both.
again and threaten my people. They're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Quest complete. Oh, fuck. These men are mine. These are my men.
These are my men. I love them like they're my men.
These are my men, and they've got
This is
my
my
big
gun.
sword.
This is my men, and this is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun.
We're best off staying where we are for now.
Points look like the opposite ones.
We're not to move. We'll only make it worse.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Of course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Alright, I'll go help the flock of vigilante chocobos.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
You'll see that bird when you see her. Trust me. Never a fitter bird I ever saw.
God damn that bird.
That bird got some legs on her. I don't know why I'm suddenly turning Texan.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
That bird's making me bird up.
I swear, if I could have sexual relations with a chocobo without having any problems, I would. I swear I would.
God damn, you see.
Just look how plump they are. Oh.
Just look at the, I don't know, fucking,
White feather.
what do people get over? Feet? I don't know.
Those are quite the dogs.
She was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
I get the feeling that Ambrosia is this bird that we're looking for.
Probably.
We're not alone.
That's cool. I'm gonna leave the scorpions over there.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Right, I see the beautiful birds. You're not. I've come to save you.
You've come to save the birds.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they weren't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
Hey guys, I don't want to alarm you, but you just turned your back to 3 fucking chocobos that are known for fighting you fuckers. But hey, what do I know?
Something.
In the cock. Yeah, right, Joe, just casually walk over. Get him, Torgo. Fuck him up. I did see those new enemies. Who the fuck is that guy?
He's a cool guy.
He's not a cool guy. Yeah, the big axe.
I fucking know who he is.
The enemy just got countered. What? Well, let me just one bang your dog real quick. Hold on. That sounds weird.
You're banging that dog?
You bang, okay?
No, that's not okay.
I thought I had my counter one next. Counter!
He's countering our counters.
Hey, it's just you. You might as well just give up. Counter! There we go. We have saved the chocobos. And proper
Hooray.
thick birds.
God dang.
It's alright, girls. We protected you. Now you can go back to protecting the locals. I don't know what the accent is.
I have no idea either.
Oh, it is Ambrosia.
White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy?
Why, if you know her, for fuck's sakes. I knew it was Ambrosia the second we saw her.
It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived.
Now we have the good boy and the good girl, I guess.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
I will now tell you the story of my time with Ambrosia. That
Gonna
was
tell-
your bird?
That was a beard.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
I just happened to keep this saddle on me, sir. Fuck, he does.
Fuck.
God damn. It's big chocobo. Solid chocobo. I don't know.
Handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
You sure know how to use words.
Chap's leather's the very
He's
least
got an
I
eye
owe
patch.
old Whiteheart. Oh,
Ah,
I'll
fair
be
enough.
sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Chocobo obtained? Ah, I see. How doth one call Chocobo?
Well.
And they better have the music that the Chocobos are known for, you know? No.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
It doesn't. I am sad. I also don't feel like this is any faster than what I would... It's a little faster, but like the animation does not show the speed. Anyway, back to the hideout. Now that we got our dear Chocobo.
No chokey.
No. You don't
What?
choke the Chocobo.
Oh, the chocobo enjoys it.
Where's Gav?
I'm not gonna think about that.
Gav should be
Probably
back
for the
by
best, to
now.
be honest.
Alright there, Gav. How are you? How's the eye?
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Wait, there's more?
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia, Drake's spine in Waloed, and Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
Straight into the war of it.
Sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
Good job, Gav.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
I was half expecting, like, they won't expect us to just go into the middle of an active battle zone.
And they do.
Otto's counter is now open. What the fuck does Otto do?
I don't know.
Ah, right. I see. Aaron Cliver. Ah, that's what the other currency is. Renown. I see. I like how I'm like, what? 12 hours into this game and I'm still getting new shit. It bodes to be a Persona long experience.
What are we waiting for?
That's so personing long.
What is that? Lucifer Labors. Okay.
You think it's alright to touch him?
Fuck did we go over there? Ah, I see. So that shirtless guy in my mind just immediately went to the vine of Jason, keep your shirt on. No.
Jason, please.
You've not seen Vine, have you?
I have not. How do you know?
Won't be long now, Martel.
I wonder how many people actually know of Vine's existence nowadays.
To speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea, but there's probably an obsessively low
We've
amount.
been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good
Vine?
to know
You
that
mean
something
TikTok?
of the old hideaway still lives on.
Mean Vine Talk?
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Sure, I will
Nice
give
being
them
the
some.
bearer of good news for a change.
Thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
I was gonna say there's like 8 apples on that fucking tree. I got 2 baskets full. How many fucking apples were on that thing?
Enough.
Correct answer is yes. Alright lads, don't worry. I've got 2 crates of apples for you.
Did you come through the forge today?
It smells like a still.
How do I get over there? I think I'm taking the long route, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I definitely am.
And you say Sid built this place?
Yeah. How many curse breakers are here? Like 5? 6. 6. 2 crates of apples for 6 folk.
You two look like you could use something to eat.
That sounds right.
Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Do I have to give everyone individual apples just to hear them reminisce about this woman?
From the backyard. For your service.
Maybe. Apple time.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you.
What do you mean some? There's a full fucking...
Well,
Right,
I've got
3 of them there, mate.
thanks, Sid.
Guy's not gonna eat like 15 apples himself, is he?
Oh, and
You'll try.
give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Cormac, your apples are the shit.
Hmm.
Otto wants to order even more.
The curse
Of course he
breakers
does.
send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
Mate, it's one tree. How many apples are you getting out of this thing?
Martel, isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
This tree's gonna provide for the whole place, I see. Yeah, just a memory thing, fair enough. Alright, let's go to the blacksmith, see some auto stuff, and then we'll head to Hawk's Cry Cliff. What a name. I don't know if I could do it at the blacksmith.
Today. It smells like a still.
I got no idea.
Blacksmith.
The blah blah blah.
So, what'll it be?
Craftable items. Wow.
I can't wait to craft them.
Anything else?
Yeah, your services are kind of useless.
I don't know. I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
In trouble in Rosaria the whole time, lady.
That room's as ragged as ghosts.
So Martha's alright.
Yep.
Alright, Nectar, what you got? Live, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew that already. It was for the benefit of the player, you fucking twat. And that's why I need your help. I need not remind you, Kupo. I am the mightiest of all Muggles. No fiend of a... How the fuck are you supposed to read that in time?
I have no idea.
So I need you to kill them all, Kupo.
Right.
Put on your pumped up kicks.
Well, leaving your
Grab this gun.
mightiness aside
Commit
for the
murder.
moment,
Commit genocide.
the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then, keep an eye on the billets and post them on the board. Do you want to look at the boards? Okay, cool. We just got a tutorial on that, thanks. Angel of Death. Oh boy. Someone just wanted to have a cool name on the board.
Oh, Clive.
This one's to feel cool.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sure.
Some
Let's
to claim
see
your
what we've
just
got.
desserts?
Spend renown, get shit. 400 ability points for that? Really? Jesus. Alright, yeah, sure, I'll take that.
All yours. Here you are.
Cool.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
Alright, let's go to the place. There's... There is the place.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Looked horrible.
Come on.
Bloodlines is an interesting
How
title.
far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
We're not alone.
Let's kill Joe. I'm just gonna run out past those things. Guys, there's a lot of insects around your village. You should probably keep an eye out for that.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Ah.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
Like that, they left.
The gallows jig like the miller's
Never to be
son.
seen again, except for when they're seen again.
Except we'll see them again very shortly, probably. You were selling anything interesting, sir? Don't really need that. New song. I want an elixir. Fucking expensive they are, Jesus.
Much obliged. There you are. Fare you well.
Stick with that. Hello, youth. I have come to talk.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard?
Hello, person.
Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
You'll lose a sack of stones. You sure look shady.
Shady as a
You've seen
fox.
them, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
They probably are.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Yeah, and then just all the locals would be like, "Oi, Black Shields! Got some info for you. There was these two locals asking things."
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever.
They were doing stuff like localing and being bad.
Fallen Hunter. Oh, it's one of these things.
Ever since the laboratory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. It's going to like it.
Are you gonna share the idea, Clive, or are we just gonna guess? Guess we're just gonna have to guess. Get him, Torgal. Come on, Torgal. Or I'll get him then.
Torgo, Torgo.
That's the bugs. Yeah. And these things are a lot more squishier than I remember them being. How did the Black Shields get through here? Is that them there? Ah, I see. It is actually them there. Fair enough.
More of my mother's men.
Don't worry, sorcerer. You ain't surviving.
Don't worry, you'll die soon.
He's dead.
No big surprise.
Black Shield is dead.
The Black Shield is dead.
Right. We've dealt with the Black Shield problem. Totally.
No way that anything else could happen.
No way there's any more Black Shields around here.
Of course not. Who would say such a thing?
None whatsoever. This map's fucking huge, man. Jesus, it is actually pretty huge. Can I like shimmy past these guys? Oh, there's a chest here. God damn it, game! You lured me in with loot.
How dare the game?
How dare you be a video game? Behold, large chest ahead. You can't do those kind of messages in Elden Ring anymore, can you? I've not seen any, which is, you know, like a staple for the Souls games.
It is a shame.
Disappointing. How they remedy is that they need to add Gwendolyn 2, this time with 2 times the tits.
Double the cleavage, double the disappointment.
Yeah. Except this time it's blatantly obvious that she's an illusion. It's just, it's just missing textures.
On one hand, yes, on the other hand, no.
Why?
I don't know.
You not a fan of the cleavage?
I'm just a fan of the cleavage, but I'm not sure how much I'd be a fan of the cleavage for missing textures, depending on where the textures are missing.
Clothes?
Yes, that's understandable.
That's also not how textures work. The model would still be there.
Fair.
It'd just be grayscaled clothes. Fuck! I've been bamboozled.
Fuck, he's been fucked.
They lured me in with loot. This game now officially has more item ganks than Elden Ring. It has one.
Shit.
Ooh.
Blood, Clive.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
And still wet.
You're right, I thought it was tomato juice.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
No way! I can't believe this!
I'll show you a true saint.
That was a very, very conveniently timed follow notification. Hi, how you doing? I'm alright. Just playing some video game.
Game is indeed the game.
Stamping on guys' ass, you know, as you do.
You know, ass can look different.
How are you? I'm trying to decipher your name. I think it's Carlos Stella. I'm not paying attention to the video game. Just I have a feeling where this is going as well. Mate, what are you doing over there? Leave my dog alone. Hello? Over here. Wanna fight me? Die, heathen. Oracle, don't push me at the combat. I don't want to do it again. Jesus. Clive can kick his leg high, god damn. In the leather as well? God damn.
God damn.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
So we hurry. In other words, we briefly jog over, Joe.
Of course.
Let me grab this item first, Joe. What are we gonna see here?
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Jesus Christ.
It's a bit bad.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Anything interesting happened to me lately? Funnily enough that you mentioned, I basically reinvented the wheel, right?
Made it this far south.
I'll wait till they're done
They
talking.
may already be in Port Isolde.
So, like, get this. I've done what Silicon Valley tries to do. I reinvented the wheel, right? Took a box, and I made it less like a box.
Holy shit.
Shit, I know.
Man, next level.
Yeah, and then it would cost you like 300,000 of your squidaroonies.
Man's really is next level.
Yeah. And guess what? That's just for the base, not so box.
Though I doubt
God
the Empire would let
damn.
us cross over to Rosalith.
If you're wanting the one with the Wi-Fi adapter, then it's gonna cost you double the price.
You don't have the money, fuck you.
Yeah. You can pay it in finance.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew and then refuse us passage back to
Can I get in, sir?
Passage to the provincial capital
No, sire.
restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Become.
Nice. Yes, it really was.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Okay, now this game is quite depressing.
Are you just figuring it out now?
No, this has been like a constant undertone, but like, good lordy.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Let's take my chocobo in these depressing times.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Chocobo depression.
Everyone, if you know the chocobo theme, it's already playing in your head.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle felt better.
Good God, you got a speedy chocobo, Joe.
Gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Right. Get off thine, chocobo. We walk.
Chocobo? I hardly know about.
Have mercy.
right, they could just kill you.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Any plans, Jill?
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
No.
As long as it is abandoned.
Joe, you seem to forget you're in a JRPG. Nothing is safe, even if it is abandoned.
Nothing is safe, everything is permitted.
Ah yes, my favourite Assassin's Creed quote.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Nothing with the not safe for work tag is safe.
Of course.
Lolly is not permitted.
Ah, fuck.
Hold on. Hold on, you don't say "oh fuck" to that, you say no, fair, valid.
No, it's not so much that, it's more the fact that you said it.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Fuck is the Lazarus district? Your favorite game that you play most on stream? I'd probably say Destiny. I like it, but it's had its ups and downs.
Not abandoned then.
Fuck are you?
Oi! Visitors!
A lot of ups and downs.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Oh. Hey guys, I'm just gonna walk in at the middle of you and just do this spinning move. Go. Nice spellcaster forehead. If only that had an AoE effect on it, that'd be kind of good. Don't worry, Joe, I'll just deal with everyone else while you deal with this one guy.
Sounds good.
In the cock, really? He had to stamp on his cock twice.
Double the cock pain.
Cock and ball torture. Cock and ball torture, Mr. Cly.
Wake up and smell
I've only ever
cock.
seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Wait.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is.
So Wade.
You look like shit, Wade.
So mean.
We literally just said, Wade, you son of a bitch.
We can speak inside.
Yeah, Clive rocks the emo haircut better than you, Wade, sorry. We're also just gonna ignore the fact I obviously stabbed your guards.
Not me gods.
They stabbed our guards. They stabbed our guards.
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Read the rules, Charles Della.
Broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
I just want to say I called it as well.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Jesus Christ, he does not have a good quartermaster. This shit's fucking useless. Yeet.
This thing dead.
The only thing that's decent is the bracers. Even then, it's by 2 and 3,
May
so
the blessing of the crystals go with you.
I'll save me money.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, The Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Ed have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Charlestella, last time, read the rules.
What? Ah, people doing stuff, shit.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
They're there for a reason. So read them. Because you're looking pretty fucking goofy right now.
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I'm a believer of 3 strikes and you're out. But you know,
This is a good rule.
if I have to tell you twice, it might not be a timeout.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's fuck them up. Let's just fuck them up. Ah yes, biscuits and stuff.
What is it now? I told you.
Yes, indeed, biscuity
We
biscuities.
bear a message for the Vicereine, from the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Nah.
For Rosaria! For Rosaria!
Joe, you're supposed to say for Rosaria. 6, you're killing the mood.
What was area?
On these our swords we swear.
There they are.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm not going to stand near it.
What a good idea.
Hey, looking goofy over there, fella.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Oh, I see. Wyvern, cease this. What? Kill Wyvern. More enemies?
More murder?
Feel like I can interrupt that stagger cutscene with this, thank fuck.
Right.
God damn, we doing numbers. Wait. What's the rest of the dragons? Aha, I see.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one.
Bro, that's a massive cod piece. Good lord. That man's packing some heat.
Man's fucking hung.
Hung like a wyvern. Best doing a fight with one of these guys. Drags on a bit too much for my tastes, but they're still good. And I got a bunch of powers.
Always good fun.
Where do you think you're going, sir? Oh, fuck, he's coming.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
Yeah,
he's
it's so
coming.
weird. You're
Hey.
supposed to get out of the way of that. Okay, now. Ow. Double jump. Whoa. Alright, I'll get this counter. I really fucked the counter.
Is it not?
Counter. Eat. Oh.
Die.
Really doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't know why I incorporate that into what I do. My punches do more damage.
Yeah, it may not be the best, but it's, yeah, I don't know.
I like how you kill the Dragoon Knight and everyone else is just like, ah, I die now, ah!
Oh no, he's dragooning.
Stop. Just no.
What's the matter?
No.
I don't see any.
I don't get what I did wrong.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Such a simp, Sir Wade, my god. Nice.
Very nice.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
See?
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Oh, we're just getting into the port, alright.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Man, you got some loud ass footsteps there.
And your feet are feeting.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
No one else has my blue eyes.
Clive Rosfield
Roger,
died
White
long
Dragon.
ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
What?
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshard. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Guys will have a fucking heart attack.
Infectious flax wench? Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Man, rich people, am I right? The good plates.
So you're
Man,
late to one of
who
her
even likes
cullings, did
people?
you?
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
I'd say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Is it focusing on Joe?
I'll do it now.
Joe, fuck's sake, speak your mind, god damn it. Killing me out of here. Is this where you plan to betray us? Fuck, I hope not.
Always thinks about betraying you.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Look at that good boy, my god.
That was such a fucking good boy.
Is it weird that I want them to kiss?
Depends how good their chemistry is.
Pretty good.
I won't say it's that weird.
I'd say pretty good chemistry. I mean, that was a fast-ass loading screen.
Damn, that ass was fast.
Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom, but Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Vivian's got all the answers. Vivian's got wall hats. Anyway, what do you want? Yvonne?
I didn't take
Yvonne?
you for a scholar, Ivan.
Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
So apparently McDonald's are doing adult Happy Meals now.
I've heard about that, but it sounds weird. Like, how the fuck does that work?
Bigger portions and I don't know.
Does she get a toy?
Maybe?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine.
You know, whatever. People do people, you know?
It's just because while we were doing, I was like listening to the side quest dialogue, I just looked at my phone and I just saw like a Google article.
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the Gormans of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Alright, let's go do a culinary pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Yay, pilgrimage. Woo. It's just plus
Yay.
icon. These plus icons usually mean something gets added to my inventory.
Yay, added.
That's how I got my chocobo.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Oh, August.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see
Augustus
you?
Gloop.
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but
Not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
Let's go see what's happening with this guy.
If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Cool. Well, I'll go do this first quest, and then I'll come back for this one.
Looks like a plan.
You. That's the wrong button. Probably should spend some of this AP as well. I'll do that in a minute. It's not the end of the world, you know.
Of course not.
World implodes.
Oh fuck! I should have done that.
Oh fuck! Can't believe you done this. 1617. I could go for an extra limit break gauge. That'd be probably pretty useful. I think I might. In fact, I think I will. 600
Think you might,
left
I
over.
think you will.
Should we pick up? If anything. Okay, Valo. Where's my counter?
Counter.
Counter. I've already upgraded it. Never mind. What does mastering Deadly Embrace do? Is this range? Pretty useful. Yeah, maybe. Oh, tell you what. Blind Justice. I quite like that. Quite good. What does it do? Increases the number of lock-ons. I'll take that. Alright. Hello, Monsieur Butcher.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here.
Come to know these roses.
Welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, and there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that, and even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Oh, you just gotta go on your little skirtings, you know, sir, eh? So what we want you to do is we want you to sound like...
Stay sharp.
Like you're dumb and in the medieval era. I got it, sir, don't worry about me.
Don't worry, I will sound as dumb as fucking possible.
I'm gonna sound as dumb as fucking possible, don't mind me.
Let's go.
I'll make you question my fucking intelligence.
I like how your accent just changes.
It changes constantly, therefore I don't insult one single
Of
accent.
course. The goal is to insult as many folk as possible.
Exactly.
I am missing my chocobo music when I'm on my chocobo. Very sad.
Does sound very sad.
It is. Alexa, play chocobo music.
Alexa, chocobo.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
9 now, goddamn.
Hi,
Yeah.
Keith.
Fucking hell, that scorpion went flying! That's a bit overkill. There we go. Well, don't mind me, Sir Scorpion. Okay, just... Alright, turn around. Oh, well, watch out, there's lightning. Sorry, Mr. Scorpion, you're about to be in for a world of hurt. Ah! Oh yes, contest Vesper host tomorrow.
I better get
Really?
this back to
Yeah.
before it goes bad.
Fair enough.
New dungeons get contest, and if you clear it on contest, you get the guaranteed exotic.
Did
So,
you find our mystery ingredient?
so far, me and Nora are going to be attempting it.
I'm just because I remember all the times doing dungeons before, and I'm not wondering how painful it would be.
It's
Let's see.
similar contest rules.
What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong.
So you've got a token system for encounters.
Yeah.
And capped power.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose.
No cap.
Wait here. I won't be long.
No, much cap. Ugh.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity.
I think you should have stayed in
Grab a spoon,
obscurity.
Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Yeah, I think I know why it's called Chancer's Luck. Because it's lucky if you get poisoned or not.
Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
Let's not talk about breeding scorpions.
Sure she will.
And this man really just want to breed scorpions.
Nah, not unless it's Quelaag. Excuse me?
She's a spider.
Shh. What's the scorpion one from Dark Souls?
Dark Souls 2?
One of them has a scorpion girl in it. I can't fucking remember.
I can't fucking remember her name. It's like something similar, like Milana or something like that. What's it? Dark Souls.
Dark Souls 2 Scorpion Woman.
Probably just type in Scorpion. Scorpioness Nachka.
Ah yes, I remember her fondly.
1st August, and now you.
I feel like you remembered her upper half rather than her lower
What's it gotta
3
do with
quarters.
Yeah.
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right, we're going.
Just have him humiliate himself, and then we'll just leave. Alright, see you later, mate. Thanks for the laughs.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Yeah, you can foot the bill for it as well.
First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Oh, Karen, darling.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Right, let's go hunt a griffin then. I'm sure that won't end badly whatsoever. If the witch is heading to go off of my griffin hunting skills.
Typical nobles.
What should it be like?
We never hear about these guardians
Like
of the
death or whatever it was. Yes, yes, Goopel, show me the hunting board. Actually, I'll ask about the griffin sighting, never mind. You mentioned a griffin, sir? Oh, you did? No. Why can't I pick it up? What? Oh wait, don't pick them up. Right, you read it. I see. That's my problem. Passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Cair Norvet, one of our orders met with a sudden blast. Location: Cair Norvet, Westgate, Sambrec. Fucking where? Where's Cair Norvet? Norbit. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's somewhere along here then. Somewhere near a gate or something other. I'm sure I'll find it in no time, he says.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be good.
Yep. Famous last words, innit? Yeah. Oh, he's just somewhere near Cairnorbit, it is. Funny if it was right next to me, wouldn't it? Ah. Yeah, it did mention like near the bridge. So I ain't seeing no giant fuck off bird. You don't happen to see a giant fuck off bird? Proper bird. One of those small birds, a proper bird.
A big bird. A thick bird.
No. No bird there. Must be over here, surely. Next to the fucking raptor. Ah, I appear to have walked into another region, so I'm no longer in Cairnorbit.
Badness.
It's probably not here then.
That makes sense.
So there ain't much to fucking Cairnorbit though.
Not even care of it.
I'll see if it's down this path. Nope. And nope. Sick. I probably should have read that a bit better. I ain't gonna lie. Is that it? No, it's not. Name a more iconic duo than this guy at not reading.
This guy in illiteracy?
Yeah. I'll have to go fucking back to read it just to come back here. Surely it's down this bit path then.
Ready, go?
We'll find out. Probably not. It's not looking like it.
We're not alone.
That chocobo is moving surprisingly slowly for how it looks like it should be moving.
Yep, that's what I said.
I know, but just seeing it, it's painful.
Yep. Right, well, looks like we're heading back to the fucking board. Ugh. Oh, man. Fuck, it doesn't take forever to load. Why couldn't I just pick it up? It would show me a marker. Fuck's sakes. I want a video game holding my hand. It's probably better this way. Locals call it Dosmere. Right. Norvet, Westgate, Sunbreck. Care Norvet. Right. Anything else? Nice in place. Griffin. Right. While passing the trail from Lost Wing to Cairnorbit, that would be it, right? Lost Wing to Cairnorbit. So here to here. Okay. Guess we'll find it along the trail. I hope. Famous last words.
Fingers crossed.
Right, so which one takes me to Cairn Orbit? This one. Okay.
Good day to you. See.
I think it's that path there.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
This path? This path. I get the feeling this will be like right outside. As soon as I step out here, boom. Griffin.
Right in front of you.
Shagging the settlers. Hey mate, I think the idea is to keep the gate closed so you can watch it. Instead of just wide open. Right. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting for Griffin. These are not griffins. So I will keep running.
Just keep running.
I am.
Run as fast as your little
Fuck.
human and
Sent me backwards. I didn't think that. Come at me, spider. Oh no, poison plants. Whatever will I do? I'll keep
Quick,
running.
Get the anti-poison.
That's not a griffin. That's also not a griffin. That's just a bit of debris. Those are scorpions. I'm almost at the fucking place where I need to be. Where is this griffin? Is it this bridge? Is that the bridge it's talking about? Possibly.
Hopefully.
I fucking hope so. It's not looking like griffin infested areas, however.
What does a griffin infested area look like?
A place with a fucking griffin in it.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Any griffins hiding around here? I see the plants. And spiders. Lovely. Fuck is this? Chronolith. What is a chronolith? Am I just misremembering? What the fuck's a kilometer? No. Chronolith. What the fuck's a chronolith? No. Okay.
No, so sorry. I wasn't.
Sorry.
I was too busy looking at this weird fucking meme. But you have fun, you know, saying kilometer and getting spiders and plants and spider plants and plant spiders and everything else.
Cool. I'm glad I came up and reacted. Reacted? Technically I did react to it. Where the fuck's this griffin at, mate? POV, you can't find a griffin. Ah, here's the big open area. There's probably going to be a griffin here.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Funnily enough, Clive mentioned the griffin when I got to this big open area.
This looks like the perfect place for a griffin to be, but I don't see a griffin.
What's that, a griffin cutscene?
Griffin? I hardly know him.
I like the splash screen. The splash screen is pretty cool.
I'm just waiting for it to show.
Whoa!
Oh my god, it's Dozmere!
Dozmere.
You dare fight against Dozmere?
Dozmere strikes me as like an Italian. An Italian griffin.
You dare step at the spaghetti?
Yo baba da boo, buddy.
turn you into bolognese.
Get down, Italian does the bear. No tornado for me.
Oh, it is Hurricane Milton.
Ow, my counter was still on cooldown. Counter! Whoa, big tornado. On Dosmere, you know you want to get countered. Not by that, I don't.
Hopefully not.
I pressed my counter button. You're telling someone about a dog shit game.
Counter harder.
Counter! Put the damage on him. My god, he has a lot of health. 23k. Thought I'd do more. Ain't gonna lie.
I mean, 23 does sound like a lot.
Yeah, I've done 25 though before. Oh, I see. Moves where I need to start jumping. Nice, I like it.
It's just like Sekiro.
For real, for real. Counter. Down Fido. Uh-oh. Wrong button. Meant to have the counter button. Ow, I thought the dodge would put me through the attack, but it didn't. It just kind of set me up for it.
Don't worry, you're winning. Time to lose.
Indeed. Counter. Okay. I'm not full limit, but might as well use it. Down, Italian boy. Right, I'll just end it, I suppose. Ow, I thought I was on my counter.
Kill this thing. Kill this thing and make Griffin bolognese.
It's dead.
For
The counter.
Italians everywhere.
You know, fun fact, I didn't realize that move actually like transformed my full ass foot. Scarlanite? Scarlanite?
Damn.
That's how you say it.
I thought you'd notice if anything changed about the foot.
Not a guy's foot.
Yeah,
I noticed it on Benedicta.
Benedicta Cumberbatcher?
Something there.
You were there for it.
I was making a joke about Benedict Cumberbatch.
I didn't laugh.
I noticed.
Could that be our man?
Is something a joke if no one laughs?
If a tree falls and falls and no one's around to hear it, does it
Yeah,
make sense?
I was thinking like that's like the exact same equivalent.
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's
If a griffin claps your cheeks and no one's around to record it, did it really happen?
If you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
I'll explain. My blacksmith is depressed. I need you to suck his dick.
When you get down to the base, he really enjoys that.
Indeed.
Consider me flattered.
If it turns out the blacksmith is a woman, still try your best.
He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right.
What's that noise?
I've got some greaves to make.
I don't know.
You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
Alright, hey blacksmith, here's the leather of the competition. Anyway, back to the blacksmith now.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer. How'd it go, Clive?
Found the geezer.
Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
The gent, the man.
And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Was it a letter? It says fuck you.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Oh, are you gonna start selling useful shit now?
No.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
Fuck you, buy this shitty wooden sword.
There was a better one out there. It wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Drakeslayer gear design draft. Necessarily for crafting Drakeslayer gear.
You know, it would have been helpful if you had some, Griffin slaying gear like a few minutes ago.
What does Drake slaying gear do?
It helps you kill drakes.
What should be like? Just helps you kill like random dudes. You've obtained a
Maybe it's
design
Drake's
draft for the
then.
Drake Slayer gear. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer.
Fire resistance, maybe?
I don't know. Let's see.
What will it be?
That's the wrong button. Drake Slayer. Shit ton of defense. And a fair amount of health. Not bad, not bad. Get these things
How am
from
I
them.
meant to do that then?
You get this gelatinous mass yourself, forehead.
Get this jelly, make it wobble.
That's right, boys. We're gonna get this jelly.
Anything else?
Right, let's go speak to the van. Oh, we'll touch this stone first. How was your flashbang? Mine wasn't great.
Maybe
Neither
we
was
should
the
flash.
second one either.
What about the third?
The third one yet.
Damn, maybe soon.
Typical nobles.
Alright. What you got for me?
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, They sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Jill, darling, are you ready to go?
Maybe.
Typical nobles.
Nice view of the land.
That does look kind of nice.
Yeah. You wouldn't think it's covered in blight.
You ready?
You should burn the blight away.
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Well, let's go back to the hideaway first. We'll save the destruction of the Mother Crystal for next time, because I need a cliffhanger.
Whoa, that's the Mother Crystal destruction later.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming down. Thanks for hanging out. New video on Sunday. And then I don't know what I'll be streaming on Tuesday.
We'll find out later. Do it live.
Yeah, we'll find out later. Yeah, thanks for coming down. Thanks for hanging out. Next part will be next week. Same day as today. And yeah.